Hey, Hila, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Go down. Well, go down a little bit.
That'd be great.
Always.
I have to squeeze a little, sorry.
I think that's all.
Okay, you guys are ready?
Yes.
We're ready?
Yes.
All rise. Pre-outreach court for the 26th January 2023 is in session. Honorable Judge Taylor presiding.
Thank you. You may be seated. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. If you have phones, just Happy New Year. Yes. If you have phones, just make sure they're on mute or silent, just so it doesn't interrupt any of the court proceedings, especially because we're taping it. So sometimes it'll pick that up and drown out what we're saying. I just want to make sure that we have that all together. I need to follow my own advice too. So first up is going to be Alberta Williams. Yes, ma'am. If you could come to the table, and if her worker is present, could you come to the table as well? Take your time. Don't hurt yourself, please. Sorry, y'all. I got over.
You're okay.
It's okay. Take your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Alberta Jean Williams. This is case number SP 122-77891. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Your Honor, Charles Hobbs, P 79715 on behalf of Ms. Williams.
And Ms. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Alberta Williams.
And the worker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Keith McCallum, Street Democracy.
Thank you so much. How are we proceeding today, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, today's the day and time set to hear Ms. Williams' application for relief in Street Outreach Court Detroit. And in support of that motion, I'll present testimony of both my client as well as her caseworker.
All right. So if both of you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Ms. Williams?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. All right, you may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I start with you, Mr. McCallum. Is it true that when my client first sought services from the organization that she was homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes.
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
Yes, sir.
And there was, or did she substantially complete that action plan?
She has.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add about Ms. Williams?
I just want to say that Ms. Williams is an awesome individual. She's fought through a lot of challenges over these last couple of months, and she is now stable, and she's on her way to doing very well.
Great, thank you. All right, Ms. Williams, we just heard some testimony from Mr. McCallum about the things that you've been doing. Are those things that he stated about you true?
Yes, they are true.
Okay, good. Good. And yeah, you've been working really hard to get this together. And it looks like you're doing this to help so you can help, improve your catering business as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And it looks like you've also been the one who brought the desserts for us today as well, right?
Yes.
Thank you for that. What are you looking forward to most if the court grants you relief today?
I would like, first of all, to thank Judge Taylor for recommending me to this program. It helped me. I'm situated now, and I appreciate Mr. Keith and also Mr. Patel over here for working with me. Me and my puppy is in a safe home, safe place. And now I'm able to live off my income a little better. But my goal has always been, and I did run my own business at one time, 2 pop-up kitchens, soul food kitchens. Because of my illness, I had to come out. Just hoping one day that the Lord bless me again and be able to get strong enough to do some things again, because I am good at what I do. People appreciate my food. I'm not just a baker, I'm also a cook. I attended Henry Ford School. I didn't get a chance to finish because I was running my own business. And what happened was I ended up with blood clots and then I had a stroke. So that caused me to come down, but I hope one day that I can get back out there and do what I do. I still do it from my home.
Good. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be able to do that as well.
Mhm.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Well, usually the prosecutor will come in at this time, but she's unable to make it today. So we've discussed this before. I know one of the things they told me, Ms. Williams, is that you weren't gonna let your dog go if
No,
you couldn't go someplace. So are you in a stable place now where your
Yes, I
dog
am.
can be there?
yes.
I know that they were working on trying to find you some housing that was gonna be in your range of pay that you're able to make. Is that so at this point? I know they're still continuously looking for it so it could be even better, but are you okay with where you are right now?
Oh, yeah, I'm very fine where I'm at now.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So you're in a good place right
Yes,
now?
ma'am. I'm in Southgate, Michigan. I appreciate it. All of us old people have our little just walking around. We all-
I love it. I love it. I love to see the smile on your face because sometimes it can get real rough,
Yes, it
but you
can.
got support systems now. And the people who have helped you now are still gonna be there.
Okay.
So if you need them, don't not reach out to someone because now you have a whole support system that can help guide you to what you need, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you have a motion at this time, council?
Yes, Your Honor, there being no objection from the county or city prosecutors, we'd ask the court to grant my client's application for relief and enter the relief that's listed on the stipulated order.
All right. So it is with a great pleasure today that I vacate any default judgments, waive any court cost and warrant fines, a waiver of the local $15 driver's license clearance fee, dismiss any of the other unadjudicated cases, close with improvement, any adjudicated cases, and enter this submission will be entered for update into the Secretary of State's office. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. And thank you.
You are very welcome.
Absolutely.
Scott Anthony Drew, please. Okay. Oh, you helping. Thank you so much. Now calling the matters of the people versus Scott Anthony Drew. This is case number SP 1280222, count 1, 2, and 2. SP 1285657, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1286257, SP 1303722, 1, SP 1303723, counts 1 and 2. SP 1353516, counts 1 and 2. SP 1356760, counts 1 and 2. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Your Honor, Charles Hobbs on behalf of Mr. Drew.
And Mr. Drew, can you state your name very loudly for the record?
Scott Anthony Drew.
Thank you so much. How are we proceeding today?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to present testimony of both of my client in support of his application for relief in street outreach court in Detroit.
Okay, Mr. Drew, can you please raise your right hand?
Sure,
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You're welcome. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Hout from Volunteers of America was unable to make it today, so I just take the testimony from my client.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Drew, is it true that you have sought services from Volunteers of America
This is true.
and that you are at high risk of homelessness?
This is true.
And it looks like we created an action plan together to address those causes, correct?
That is correct.
And one of those things that you were asked to do was to create a transportation plan. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and there's a number of things in there that that you put in order to not have to drive, including riding your bike everywhere.
Yes.
How's that been going for you
It was going great in summer.
in the summer?
Now not so much.
Makes it a little bit tougher, huh?
Bus line's fine.
Yeah.
Bus line's good.
Good.
Very close to 2 sets of buses. They take me on one.
Good. And you've also recently now have a job at the VA, correct?
That is correct.
And you're working in the parking garage, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to most if the court grants you relief today?
It's just getting my license straight. You know, I have an opportunity to go back to school, so I want to do that too, but I can't do it from a bus line. It just doesn't work for me like that and work. So get my license straight and try to get back into school and get some further education.
Good.
You know, look for something a little more decent to my skill set.
Okay. All right. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. So they talk to me about everybody before they get here. I don't know if everybody knows that, but you know now. Mr. Drew, I did get to see that very detailed transportation plan. And I think it's very important that you really try and stick to that until you can get your license back and until you can get in a position. I know it's so tempting to want to drive your car, especially when it's sitting right there. But see what happens when you drive your car and you don't have all the proper documents, right? When you get pulled over, then you get new tickets, and then you have to come back before us into the program, right? We don't want this to end up being a continuing pattern, right?
Yes.
Right? So you got to really stick with them. They're trying to get you through a lot of the stuff. But when I was thinking about you specifically, when I was coming in, I thought about the word patience, okay? I know a lot of the processes that you're going through right now take forever.
It does.
It does, but you got to be patient, because if you just wait and let the process work, it's all going to work out, okay? All right, but you got to be patient and you got to stick with your transportation plan, because otherwise you just end up with new tickets.
And I have tried it once. I must admit, I did try that.
Mhm.
And that did not work out. It
Mm-mm.
did not work out at all.
Yeah.
So for at least like 6 months, maybe. I'm
Yeah,
not
you,
sure
I mean,
exactly.
you've been working on it for a while. They showed me you had a list of every day how you were going to make it where you're going to get, right?
And I stopped that driving.
You got to,
Yeah.
just until you get your license, not forever, but until you get the license together and the insurance and the registration,
Yes.
right? Because that's going to be
Yes.
the key. Because now on the back of police cars, when they scan it, they know if your license, if your insurance has even expired, right? So it's not even like, I'll just be driving there and they won't know. They'll know everything now. So you have to focus, okay?
Yes, I will. And Mr. Hobbs has assured me that short of him not liking it, you know, that's not something I can do. I'm almost on my own, he said. Just about, if you're going to continue that path, you're basically on your own.
Yeah,
And I can't do that.
And we
I
don't-
haven't drove for months.
exactly.
I won't have no support behind me.
And
Mr.
we wanna
Hobbs went on his
support you.
way for me.
That's
And the
right.
courts have as well. So the least I can do is not driving. But I do have some buses that actually run, and I didn't know it, of course, until
Right.
they actually run right past my house, right past my apartment. Only I know, you know.
I know, but you don't know those things until it becomes necessary, right?
Yes.
And the goal is that you know it's there and available, right? The bus, and you have to take it for right now. But the goal, remember, your ultimate goal is going to be able to drive your own vehicle again. Okay, so keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah, I have. It's
Okay.
been some months, so I'm very comfortable now with the
Mhm.
bus line. So
Okay.
I'm really good.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Do you have a motion at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. Having no objections from the city or county prosecutor, we'd ask the court to grant my client's application for relief and enter the relief listed on the stipulated order.
All right. Well, it's with great pleasure that I vacate any default judgments, waive any court costs and warrant fees, waiver of the local portion of the $15 driver's license clearance fees, dismissal of any unadjudicated cases, closing with improvement any adjudicated cases. And we're going to make sure that this gets submitted to the Secretary of State's office as soon as you pay those fees that you need to pay that Attorney Hobbs talked about. But congratulations and keep
Thanks.
pushing, okay?
I will. Thank you.
You may add something. Okay.
Number 65.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah.
So I wanted to say in your vision statement, you talked about 3D printing. And so I can't do 3D printing, but my library does the free 3D printing. So if you have the design, like, you know, I need this part or whatever, I don't know,
I do have a
just
vision.
email it and then I'll send it to the library.
Sounds great.
They'll print it out.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
like that. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that worked out a lot better than I thought.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
We'll talk next week.
Your Honor, thank you very
You're
much.
very welcome, okay?
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Did we want to?
Yeah. It is, yeah. All right, Keisha Cole. Hello. Are you working
All
for
right.
us?
Yeah.
Now calling the matters of the people versus Keisha, is it Lynette Cole? Yes. All right, ticket number 162250781, 162250782, ticket 162250791, ticket SP 758570, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 7585711. Appearances for the record, starting with council, please.
Yes, Charles Hobbs on behalf of Ms. Cole.
Keisha Cole. Thank you so much.
Waters, DESC.
All right, fantastic. This is the date and time set for a motion hearing. Council, how would you like to proceed?
Yes, I'd like to present testimony of both my client and her case manager in support of her application, Your Honor.
All right, if both of you can please raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hands down. Proceed, council.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Waters, I'd like to start with you. Is it true that when Ms. Cole first sought services from your organization, she was either homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes.
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
Yes.
And did Ms. Cole substantially complete that action plan?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about Ms. Cole?
Not at this time.
All right, thank you. Ms. Cole, we just heard testimony about from Mr. Waters that you created an action plan, that you have completed that action plan. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like you had quite a few things to do. And you did those, you got those done. And that you also have some aspirations to get finish or work towards your bachelor's degree in business management.
Yes.
Yeah, and it says hopefully complete a trade. It says maybe CDL.
Yes.
Yeah, you're still kind of trying to decide.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Take a minute to decide. I guess what was your favorite part about this program?
That, I had just got out of prison and that they were willing to just help me during my hard times. Yeah.
Good. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. This is not the end for you, Ms. Cole,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
But you see how difficult it kind of makes it when you get in trouble?
Yes.
It makes it
For
super
sure.
difficult. Yeah, but there are programs and there are people and groups who want to help you to ensure that you can get back on to where you were going originally before you had a hiccup.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a hiccup. All right, it's not the end of all. You just have to make sure you continue doing everything that you're supposed to do, following through with everything. And one of the first steps is going ahead and getting your license all clear so
Right.
that you can make it to employment, because you're gonna find a job, a good job too.
Mhm.
Have you found something yet?
I've been working at a restaurant.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I know you have aspirations to do
for
more.
sure. Yeah.
So just keep your eyes out there. There are companies, there are organizations that hire. So don't give up. Like, I don't want you to think that they're not, and we'll pay you well.
Mhm.
When I was over at Frank Murphy as an assistant prosecuting attorney, there were quite a few companies that I know of for sure. But people made some living wages, not just
Yeah.
living wages, but decent living wages with certain backgrounds. So I don't want you to give up. I see that you want to go back to school, do it. Don't be deterred from it. Now, you might have some more hiccups, but don't let it stop you if that's where your ultimate goal is to achieve. What's one thing that you're gonna achieve this year that you're not gonna let anyone stop you from achieving?
Finishing parole.
I ain't mad at you. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but is it this year that you'll be finished?
Yeah.
You're gonna succeed. Keep this attitude, keep this spirit, keep this about yourself, and you won't have any issues. Don't let people deter you though. Because people will get in your ear. Why you gotta act like this? Why you gotta keep doing this? Before you know it, you looking like, I got a messed up. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just keep moving forward. And we're in February already. You know that, right? I know it still says January, but this is really February. So 11 months to go.
Mhm.
You can do it. You will do it. Not
Yes,
you
I will.
can, you will. All right. All right. Would you like to make a motion at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, having no objection from the city or county prosecutor, we'd ask the court to grant the relief that's listed on the stipulated order.
All right. It is with great pleasure that I do vacate any default judgments, waive any court costs and warrant fees, waiver of the local portion, $15 of the driver's license clearance fee, dismissal of any unadjudicated cases, close with improvement any adjudicated cases. And we're gonna make sure as soon as you pay all those fees, that is updated to the Secretary of State's office for you so that you can get that license back. You're doing better than most people. Just know that. Way better, because most of the time it was tragic for real. But you got a support system, so just keep going. All right, Ms.
Okay,
Cole?
thank you.
All right, congratulations.
Just like with Miss Williams, Miss Williams knows how to bake. Well, because like, I got access to my library has 3D printing. And we got access to 3D printing. I'm gonna visit.
Yup, yup, see, I'm telling you, once you're in this
We got a
program,
discount.
we're gonna make sure.
Oh, and, I sent you a link to 2 books, Simon Sinek management books.
Okay.
One is for outside and like vision, and the other side is for like leadership and like in the kind of like in the trenches.
Mhm.
So I'd be interested after you read them. Tell me what you think.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Want to speak with Mr.
Yes, we can.
Waters?
Yep. Keandre Kennedy?
No.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
it's like- They're gonna make sure.
You about to leave, okay?
Oh, wait for your paperwork, okay? You can have a seat, sir. I'm good. How about yourself? Now calling the matter of the people versus Keandre Tyrone Kennedy. This is case number SP 10484441, SP 1324872, counts 1 and 2 and 3, SP 1325622, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1327462, 1, SP 1327462, and SX 33608841. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Charles Sodom, on behalf of Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy, can you state your name?
Keandre Kennedy.
All right, and work.
Taiwan Water, DESC.
Thank you so much. You may, today is the date and time set for a motion hearing. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to present testimony of both my client as well as his caseworker in support of his application.
All right. Sirs, can you please both raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Mr. Waters, is it true that when Mr. Kennedy first sought services from your organization, he was either homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes,
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
yes,
And has Mr. Kennedy substantially completed that action plan?
yes,
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy, we just heard testimony from Mr. Waters about things that you've been doing. Are those things that he stated about you true?
Yes.
And it looks like you want to work as a brick mason. Is that right?
Yes.
And you're going to do that after you just completing a skills course right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you always wanted to? Why brick masonry?
I just wanted to try something new.
Something new. Okay. Yeah. Good. I can definitely. I know there's a big need for it. So that's good. What are you looking forward to most if the court grants you relief today?
To have my license back. I'll be able to do more things, like I do music, so I'll be able to travel,
Mhm.
like drive myself to my shows, anything like that. Drive myself to work without having to worry about, this.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. I hope when you're on the stage, you don't you use your big voice when you're on the stage. Rapping, right? I know it can be a little intimidating though when we're here today. But I see that you have a goal that you want to have your own home. That's an important goal to have because it gives you something to set set your eyes on. Oh, I'm about to turn myself out. Set your eyes on, right? So that you're not just stagnant and okay with how life is going. Are you in your own house right now? Or are you staying with a relative? Okay. How is that going for you?
It's all right.
It's all right, but it's not excellent, right? Right? And not because it's bad or anything like that, but it's nice to have your own. Trust me, I know. It's nice to have your own. I lived with my sister for like 7 years, 5, maybe. Yeah, it was a while. And it was nice and I enjoyed it, but it's so much nice to have my own thing and have my own. But the only way you're gonna be able to do that is if you stay focused. I mean, it's a brick mason. That's an awesome career path and choice, but you got to stick with it so that you can be able to get to it. Okay. And then it is nice to be able to travel. Don't have to beg somebody for a ride someplace. Can you hit me up? Wait for them. What time can you come? You don't want to have to do all of that. But once you get your license back, make sure you maintain it. You will be surprised, or maybe y'all won't be surprised at how many folks just don't re-up their license every time they're supposed to. And that's an easy ticket for you to get, right? And you'll be right back in the same position. Well, not the same position, but you'll be back trying to figure it all out. So once you get your license, keep your license up to date so that you can be able to move forward. You are working though currently, right? I thought so. Okay. All right, cool. All right, well, you have a motion at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. There being no objections from the city and county prosecutor, we'd ask the court to grant my client's application and grant the relief that's listed on the stipulated order.
All right. Well, it's with great pleasure that I do grant this order. I'm going to vacate any default judgment, waive any court costs and warrant fees, waiver of the local portion of the driver's license clearance fees, dismissal of any unadjudicated cases, close with improvement any adjudicated cases. And once you make those payments, I'm going to have them, they'll be automatically updated to the Secretary of State's office so that you can apply for your license. Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, I did not hear a rap because I would like to hear that. Was that?
No.
I know.
It's on the record.
Oh, I was just saying, we can do it.
Who is, two questions, who's your favorite rapper and whose rap style you most resemble?
Great, my favorite rapper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right.
I rap like myself.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
You rap like yourself.
What's the stage? Or
I know when December.
A?
Oh, December. From the 19th.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Simba.
So my son, he's like super rap fan. So we have this ongoing about who's the greatest. He's on your team. He's great.
Drake is it.
No,
I love the panda. I'm sorry. I love the panda.
It's
So-
oh,
Well, I mean, hold on, we got different, I was about to say, that's a different category. That's a different type of, like, we're talking about today, like, you can't Tupac and Drake ain't the same. Now that's two different. We got it. We doing Lewis.
It's Portia.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Lewis Portia? I'm good. How about yourself? All right. That's what I like to hear. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lewis Cobb Portia. This is ticket number SP 1355691, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ticket number SP 1407800, counts 1, 2, and 3. And ticket number SP 1407807, counts 1, 2, and 3. And Z ticket 35226085. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Charles Hobbs on behalf of Mr. Portia.
Mr. Portia, can you state your name for the record?
Lewis, Cobb, Shay.
Portia.
Second.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Portia, the
That's
second.
second.
All right,
Taiwan Waters, DESC.
all right. This is a date and time set for a motion hearing. How are we going to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to present testimony of both my client as well as his caseworker in support of his application.
All right, Mr. Portia, the second or third?
The second.
The second, and Mr. Waters, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? All right, fantastic. You may put your hands down. You may proceed, counsel.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Waters, is it true that when my client first sought services from your organization, he was homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes,
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
yes,
And has Mr. Porche substantially completed that action plan?
yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Porche, excuse me for mispronouncing your name earlier. But we just heard testimony from Mr. Waters about the things that you've been doing. Are those things that he stated about you true?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like you had a number of things that you had to do as well, including, it looks like you want to become an electrical technician?
I'm actually going to school for that now.
Yeah, okay, good. And it looks like you're also enrolled in a GED program too?
I already passed.
You
that.
already passed
Yeah,
it?
we already.
Oh, good.
Right.
Good, that's good. Well, we're in the same club. I have my GED as well.
I'm 1 week. 1 week from now, I'll be opening up my own business for the electrical technician course.
Oh, good.
And I'll be graduating next month
Great.
from the course.
So here you got some good things on the horizon then. And I'm glad to hear that. What are you looking forward to most?
Opening up that business, getting it off the ground, just being legit, feeding my family, getting a home, having something that belongs to me.
Definitely. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. How has not having your license affected you?
A lot. Like when I go out to work, because I work for the city of Detroit, and I also drive for the city of Detroit, but I can't drive for the city of Detroit if I don't have a driver's license. So when I catch the bus to work, 3 hours early. I mean, I'm 3 hours. I get up 3 hours early to be on time. So it's a lot of time consuming just to get, through the traffic. So it definitely affected me. And I was sleeping in my truck. So I would travel in my truck. Well, who wants the police to take your truck? So I'm like, I can't drive, can't move around in that. So it was real hard. It has been affected.
All right, how long have you been without your license?
About 2 or 3 months.
Okay, so-
Probably longer than
I was
that.
gonna say, I've probably been a
4 or
little
5
longer than that.
months, yes.
Listen, the real question is how long have you been not driving? Okay, don't answer that. Listen, no, I'm not trying to get him in trouble. I'm just saying, 'cause we said 2 or 3 months. I was like, are you here? Look, I'm like, are you here? Nah, you. So I heard you say you have family. You have family to take care of? Okay, what type of family do you have to take care of?
My son who's 14, he's a teenager.
Okay.
I have one daughter who just graduated high school. She's 18.
Congratulations.
And I have one daughter who's 10 years old.
Okay.
So they're very beautiful, and I just always want to support them and provide for them and protect.
Absolutely. We got our housing situation under control for right now.
I actually recently talked to a sister here who was telling me about a program. So right now it's just still a little rocky. I'm trying to find somewhere.
Okay. I know it's more difficult for single males to find places
Absolutely.
sometimes.
Absolutely.
So I do know that's a process that's gonna be ongoing, but just because you're getting this cleared up today doesn't mean that you can't still use the resources so that you can get to what you need to get.
I've been spending money on applications for places, and I'm not getting a good response, and it's just like that money could go towards.
Absolutely. So it's other things that are more pressing than having to pay a fee so that you can try and have some place to live.
Of course.
Whew, let me tell you. All right. I'm so happy to hear that you passed your GED. So happy to hear that you're graduating next month and that you're starting your company. That's fantastic. So keep going, keep pushing. It's not always gonna be good. There's gonna be a little bad sprinkled in with a lot of good. But remember those extra good days when it's the bad times, because that's what'll get you over, okay?
Yes.
All right. All right, you have a motion at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. There being no objection from the city or county prosecutors, we'd ask the court to grant the relief for my client's application and grant that relief that's listed in the stipulated order.
All right, so it's with great pleasure that I do vacate any default judgments, waiver of any court costs and warrant fees, waiver of the local portions of any driver's license clearance fees, dismissal of any unadjudicated cases, close with improvement any adjudicated cases. And as soon as you make those payments to the Secretary of State's office, They will automatically send clearance over to the Secretary of State, letting them know that you can apply for your license, okay? All right, congratulations. You are so
I just
welcome.
wanted to say, are you ready to talk about your business?
Of course, so.
Okay, so, just, I gotta send you a form, you need to fill it out, and then I'll connect you with our pro bono law.
See?
That'd be great. Do you have a business card?
I'm gonna text you. I've been the one texting you.
Okay.
They're gonna make sure you're good. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, I messed up her name last. No, it's not.
It's my Asia.
No, you're talking about somebody else. It's the one.
Oh, it's Keisha. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, sure, because last time. No, it's not. What is it?
Oh, it's Kesha.
That's what I think. Y'all trying to get me caught up. I told
So
you.
they like the key there. Right?
Now calling the matter of people versus Kesha Delaney. All right. I knew. They told me. See, y'all was trying to get me caught up.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what?
All right. Now calling the matter of people versus Kesha Patrice Delaney. This is case number SP 1406181, SP 5244881, SP 5244891, SP 5244892, SP 5244893, SP 966-350 counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 966-3781, 125939381, 173686501, 183435504. That's counts 1 and 2, 183435505, count 1, 18444, counts 1 and 2. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Charles Hobbs, on behalf of Ms. Delane.
And ma'am, can you state your name for the record, please?
Keisha Delane.
All right.
Tammy Harris Thompson. I'll listen.
All right. Thank you so much. We are here today for a motion hearing, counsel. How would you like to proceed?
Yes, I'd like to present testimony of both my client as well as her caseworker on behalf of her application.
All right. If you both could raise your right hands for me. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You're gonna have to speak up a little bit for me. And I know I'm not that intimidating, so just speak up just a little bit when he's asking you questions. We'll start with the worker first, though. Thank you. I know, I can see it.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Harris Thompson, is it true that when my client first sought services from your organization, she was homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes, you would.
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
Yes.
Did Ms. Delane substantially complete that action plan?
Yes, you did.
Thank you. Ms. Delane, we just heard testimony from Ms. Harris Thompson about the things that you've been doing. Are those things that she stated about you true?
Yes.
And looks like you have some pretty good goals here too. You want to pursue a career in psychology?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of drew you to that?
Because I work at a homeless shelter now.
Mhm.
And I just well giving.
Yeah. Where are you working at right now?
Cass Community Services. Cass Community
Oh,
Services.
yeah.
Great. That's a good,
Okay.
yeah, that's a great program. It looks like you also have some support here with you in the audience.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to recognize them while you're on the record?
Yeah, that's not a good letter.
They've been of a good support to you?
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the court before we ask for a relief? No? Okay. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Now, you know I got questions. All right. Why do you want your license back?
Oh, man, it's been a struggle. I've never had a Jeep. I've never had a license, honestly.
Okay.
From the age of 14, someone got a license in my name, and they accumulated all the tickets. So I just
Excuse
wanted
me?
a chance, yes.
You said what? Say it again?
When I was 14, someone got a license in my name and accumulated most of my tickets. Like I said, I never had a chance from any time.
Mhm.
Couldn't
You want a
chance.
fresh start,
Exactly.
a chance to start from you. So if you get a speeding ticket, it's you, not no one else.
Exactly.
Mm. I see you got some big goals here. You ready to put some plans and places into action? All right, we got any first steps?
Well, I already, applied, to Phoenix, but I'm not sure that's where I'm gonna go.
Okay,
I asked counseling on it and that may not be the best decision for me.
okay.
But yeah, I have started scouting colleges and applying.
The first step is actually doing it, right?
Yeah.
You can talk about it all day long, but if you don't take any steps towards making it happen, then you'll just be talking about it. You'll look up, it'll be 5 years from now, and you're still talking about it. When you could just do it. Need you to just do it. I need you to find whatever you're gonna do and just do it. Okay? And you can start off at a community college too and take some of those basic courses that you need. You know, people jump right over there into the college, and I understand, but don't sleep on community college either. Get some of those basic classes out the way. That way, when you make it to it, you know, the prereqs, yeah, by the time you make it there, you'll be fantastic. I like your sweater too.
Thank you.
All right. You've never had your license before, so this will be an opportunity for you. Look at that smile on your face. You don't even know what I'm about to say. I'm telling you. All right, let me hear a motion.
Yes, sir. There being no objections from the city or county prosecutors, we'd ask the court to grant my client's application for relief and enter the relief that's listed on the stipulated order.
All right, it's with great pleasure. For the first time by yourself that I'm going to vacate any default judgments. I'm going to waive any court costs and warrant fines. I'm going to waive any local portions of the driver clearance fee, dismiss any unadjudicated cases, close with improvement any adjudicated cases. And then after you make those payments, then we're going to make the submission to the Secretary of State. So you, the real true Kesha Patrice Delaney, can apply for her license. Okay. All right. Congratulations to you. Right, exactly.
Oh,
You need me to sign something?
do I need it? Oh, okay.
Registered voter.
Yeah.
Who am I doing? I was only one person left. Is it me?
My age.
Maisha.
My age.
Mayasha?
Well,
Miasha.
Yeah.
Miasha Branch. I was close. Miss Branch.
thought we had it down from last time.
I did. I tried real hard. I know you're not feeling well, so do your best for me today, okay?
How you doing?
I'm a bit better than you right now. I'm so sorry. But you made it here, so that's half of the battle. Now, that means I'm gonna be a little easy on you because you came even when you weren't feeling the greatest, okay? Maisha, just Miasha. Okay. Now call it a matter of the people versus Miasha Latanya Avon Branch. This is case number SP 1182782, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 1182783, count 1. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Yes, Charles Hobbs on behalf of Ms. Branch.
All
Ms.
right.
Branch, can you state your name for the record, please?
Miasha Branch.
Tammy Harris Thompson, College Percent.
Counsel, today is the date time set for motion hearing. How would you like to proceed?
Yes, I'd like to present testimony of both my client and her caseworker in support of her application, Your Honor.
All right, if both of you beautiful women can raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed.
All right, thank you. Ms. Harris Thompson, is it true that when my client first sought services from your organization, she was either homeless or at high risk of homelessness?
Yes, she was.
And was there an action plan created to address the root causes of that homelessness?
Yes,
And did Ms. Branch substantially complete that action plan?
yes, everything.
Thank you. Ms. Branch, we just heard testimony from Ms. Harris Thompson about the things that you've been doing. Are those things true? Yeah. And it does look like you had quite a few things to do, and you have some great goals as well. One of them including you want to become a cardiac care nurse.
Yes.
Yeah. Has that been a goal for a while or?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. And what have you done to take steps towards that?
Well, I applied for a Dursey LPN program because I wanted to become an LPN first and do like 2 to 3 years with that and then like go forward to become a cardiac nurse.
Okay. All right, great. Great.
So, yeah, hopefully, I can be able to start my classes in April.
Okay, good. Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
right
at
there,
Dorsey, I'm
right?
sorry. You said that. I'm sorry. All right. And what are you looking forward to most?
Well, I'm looking forward to learning all about the human body, as far as my schooling and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to being able to get my credit back in order, pay everybody back, like which whom I'm on, like Sprint or stuff like that. I just want to get my name together because I am a good person myself, but my name, I just need to clear some stuff.
Sure.
So, and this is it. I never had my license a day in my life, and I really want them now.
Yeah,
So,
good.
I'm on it.
Yeah, that's about time, then, I guess, huh? And then we also have your voter registration.
Yeah, I can do it online.
Yep. So we just need to mail that is all you need to do. All right. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I see that you have some good goals here, right? Get out of debt. You owe a lot of people some stuff.
Yes.
And you know it. So the first thing is being aware. Don't make that face. It's okay. Listen, let me guess. You've been on your own for a while.
Yeah.
And so when you're on your own for a while and you're trying to navigate life, you do the best you can, right? And so you try and make sure that you get this, you need to have this in place. And then you're like, well, I can just use this to do that. And before you know it,
Trying to rob Peter to
and
pay
what you
Paul.
say? That's the exact saying I thought in my head, okay? So you can try and make it there. And don't get down on yourself because you were trying to survive. Because that's what it was.
Yeah.
You were in survival mode. I already know when you're talking, you're intelligent. You got a plan of action. You know what happened. You just like, I got so caught up trying to live. Not like out here just, throwing money away. You like, I'm trying to have basic needs met. And so, it just happens. But since you know it, now you got to put a plan together, right? But one of the things that's going to help the plan is continuing on with your education like you're trying to, right? Because the more resources you have coming in, although the more money, more problems, but the more resources, when you make a good plan of action and you're willing to live a little under what you got to pay off some of that, it pays off in the long run. It really does. So I see that you're already a certified nurse's assistant, correct?
Yes, I passed my class test. I didn't go and take my state board, though. That's the only thing I did.
You gotta do that. And then that way you can start working towards the next thing, because April's gonna be here in no time. You already heard what I told somebody. We're February already.
Yeah.
So go get that certification. So that way, in April, you'll be ready to start school back up so that in short period of time, you'll be able to be where you envision yourself, okay? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Thank you.
You will do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Thank you.
All right. I know that's a basis, and I see this, and you can, and you will definitely. Because I'm probably not supposed to say that him as your foundation. That's a great foundation to have. All right. Okay.
Oh, and I had just wanted to say, thank you to Mr. Keith. He been helping me, So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Key. You've been helping and helping and helping everybody. And I was about to say, that's how it goes, though, right? So we want to see you succeed. I hope you really know that. Everybody here wants to see you succeed, and I want to see you have your license for the first time.
Yeah, I never had.
Listen, well, you're going to have it now, hopefully.
Yeah.
When you apply, you got it all together.
Just one more matter.
One more matter.
Yes.
It's in a different county,
Yeah, what's them? Macomb.
Macomb. Are y'all able to help out?
No, they said.
No.
We're gonna work it out. We'll get her there.
If you can see, for the record, because y'all can't see Attorney Patel's face as he looked at me when I said, can y'all help her out with that? And his face looked like troubled because it was Macomb, just so y'all know. Like, but I understand, listen, but that's okay, right? Because look what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask for a motion and I'm going to sign a paper. And I got this magical signature all of a sudden that works magic. And when I put my name on stuff, things happen. So Attorney Hobbs, do you have a motion at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. There haven't been no objections from the city or county prosecutor. We'd ask the court to grant my client's application for relief.
All right. At this time, it's with great pleasure that I grant this application. I'm going to vacate any default judgments waiver of any court costs and warrant fees, waiver of the local portion of any driver's license clearance fees, dismissal of any adjudicated cases, closing with improvement any adjudicated cases. And as soon as you make those payments, if there are some reinstatement fees, then the Secretary of State's office will be immediately updated, and you'll be able to, when you take care of that other matter, and I know you will. So when you take care of that other matter, you will be able to apply for your license for the first time. So congratulations.
And how to handle it.
Yeah.
There's a snowball debt.
Yes.
So basically, it's not necessarily the best mathematical way to pay the debt, but it's one of the better ways psychologically. And essentially, you pay your own payments on whatever you make the payments on, and then you pay the smallest debt off, and then that payment now, whatever you were paying towards that, without upping your lifestyle, even if you get the the promotion or whatever, all those extra payments get into the next lowest debt, and then you just keep snowballing the total amount of debt. So that's how then you end up with the last biggest thing,
Right.
your car or your house payment. The second thing is the cardiac care. So my wife is a pediatrician, and she was doing her fellowship in cardiology, and then while we just got married, she's like doing the fellowship, and then she came home crying every day because it's like a very hard field, right? I mean, in that space, like babies just dying. And so I don't know, saying this not to discourage you or anything like this, but like know that that's like a very hard field.
Yeah.
And so she quit the fellowship, right? She was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna spend my whole life taking care of babies that have like low likelihood success. But that what I'm saying, all I'm saying is like, even if like we're putting something down on paper right now or whatever, and like that was a path she was on, and she was like, no, that like after she got a foot in the door, she was like, no, that's not for me. And she, just a regular pediatrician, right? But like, it's I'm saying like that's a great goal. That's like a exceptional goal, and it just like may not be like, and so like if it isn't, it doesn't end up like there's no whatever. I don't,
Talking about. Yeah, it could be.
You're probably a lot tougher than him. You could probably handle it.
Yeah. I really don't. No, it's for me.
It's for you.
here for
Okay,
it.
you're definitely here for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
good.
bit.
All right. And with that, that concludes, I don't think I have anybody else to record for today.
That's it.
Fantastic. Okay, I'll turn it off now.